Our learning goal for this lesson is I can use long division to find quotients with remainders. Please make sure to write down your learning goal on your note-taking page. Just like before, when we're dividing, we want to make sure we have our checklist. DMSCB, which is divide, multiply, subtract, check, and bring down. So let's divide. 7 goes into 8 one time. Then I multiply. 1 times 7 is 7. Then I subtract. 8 minus 7 is 1. You're getting very good at this process. 1 is less than 7, so I can check it off. I bring down, remember, one number at a time. So my new number is now 11, and I can check off my bring down. So I'm not finished with my problem. I have to do the whole process again. So divide. 7 into 11 goes one time. Then I have to multiply. 1 times 7 is 7. Then I subtract. 11 minus 7 is 4. Then I can check. Well, 4 is less than 7. Then I have to bring down. I bring down my last number, 5, which is 45. I'm not finished because remember I have to have an X on the bring down column. So let me go the whole round again. 7 goes into 45 6 times. 6 times 7 is 42. If I subtract, I'm left with 3. 3 is less than 7. And there's no other numbers to bring down, so I'm finished with the problem. But I have 3 that's remaining. That 3 now is moved up to the top, and we're going to represent that's the remainder. So we're going to write an R for remainder, and we're going to write 3 because there's 116 equal groups of 7, and then there would be 3 left over. So my answer would be 116 remainder 3. Well, I need to check my answer to make sure it's correct. So I still take my quotient, 116, and I still multiply it by 7. So I have 116 times 7. Let's see what it equals to be. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 1 more is 8. 812 doesn't equal 815 yet because I have to add my 3 remainder. So if I add my remainder, 812 plus 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 1 plus 0 is 1, 8 plus 0 is 8. 815. Now 815 equals the same number I started with. So you have to remember to add your remainder. If I have 432 divided by 5, I have to divide 5 into 4. It doesn't go. So I have to look at the first two numbers. 5 into 43. 5 goes into 43 8 times. Then I multiply. 8 times 5 is 40. Then I can subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. 4 minus 4 is 0. Then I can check. Well, 3 is less than 5. And then I bring down. So I'm going to bring down my 2. So now I have a new problem. 5 into 32. 5 into 32 goes 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. Now I subtract. 32 minus 30 is 2. Now I can check. 2 is less than 5. Now I have to bring down. Well, there's nothing left to bring down, so I know I finished my problem. But I still have the 2 that's left over. So it moves up right next to the quotient, and I will have 86 remainder 2. So let's check our answer. 86 times 5, we're trying to get to 432. 6 times 5 is 30. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 3 more is 43. But then I have to remember my remainder 2. So I need to add what was left over. So 0 plus 2 is 2, 3 plus 0 is 3, 4 plus 0 is 4. So 432, 432. Let's try one more. 561 divided by 4. Here's my checklist. 4 goes into 5 one time. Then I multiply. 1 times 4 is 4. Then I subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. Then I check. 1 is less than 4. Then I bring down. 6 makes my new number 16. I have to keep going. So I divide. 4 into 16 is 4. Then I multiply. 4 times 4 is 16. Then I subtract. 16 minus 16 is 0. Then I check. 0 is less than 4. Then I bring down. And my new number is 1. Now I have to divide 4 into 1. Wow. 4 cannot even go into 1. So my answer is going to have to be 0. This one's tricky. So I divide 4 into 1 and it's 0. So 0 times 4 is going to be 0. Now I have to subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1. Well, 1 is less than 4, and there's nothing left to bring down. So my answer should be 140, and my remainder, it goes on the top, so it should be 140, remainder 1. Let's see if this one works out. 140 times 4, 0 times 4 is 0, 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. 560 plus my remainder plus 1 equals 561. 561, 561. I know it's correct. I want you to try another practice problem on your own. Tonight's practice problem is 215 divided by 3. Try to do it by yourself. Don't forget your checklist. Make sure that you have it written down on your notes page and you bring it to class tomorrow.